The truth no one is talking about why most men fail in the bedroom and how you can change that. Let's have a real conversation, gentlemen. Most men fail in the bedroom. It's not something people openly talk about, but it's the truth, and unfortunately, no one tells them what it really takes to master intimacy. I get it. You might be thinking, not me, I'm fine. But here's the thing, fine is not good enough. You're probably missing something deeper, something more fulfilling, something that could change the way you experience intimacy, not just physically, but emotionally as well. When it comes to sex and intimacy, society has sold men a lie. We've been taught that intimacy is about quick pleasure, checking a box, and moving on. We're expected to believe that it's all about getting in, getting off, and getting out. But that's not intimacy. That's mechanical. That's lazy. And frankly, that's a huge disservice to both yourself and your partner. Here's the truth. Intimacy is an art form, and just like any other art, it can be learned, practiced, and perfected. This means you can become a master in the bedroom, but you have to make the decision to level up to learn the skill. The reality is, intimacy is about far more than just sex. It's about connection, both physical and emotional. And if you're not connecting on a deeper level, you're missing out on what true intimacy can offer. The deep truth about intimacy, it's not about the quick fix. Let's dig deeper. Most men rush through intimacy, hoping for a quick fix. They focus on their own pleasure, rush to the end, and then ask, "Did you come?" But that question in itself shows the lack of real connection. It's not about checking boxes or asking if you've done enough. Intimacy is about slowing down. It's about being present with your partner, feeling their every movement, responding to their needs, and connecting on a deeper level. When you rush through intimacy, you miss out on the most fulfilling experiences that intimacy has to offer. What happens when you take your time? You create something profound. It's not just about the physical act of sex. It's about the connection, the trust, and the shared vulnerability that makes intimacy truly unforgettable. The truth about becoming a master of intimacy. Here's where I want to shift the focus. Sex is a skill, one that most men never take the time to learn, just like fitness or business. Intimacy is something that can be developed. If you treat intimacy like something that just happens, you're missing the point. Real intimacy takes effort, attention, and practice. Think about it. You work hard to build your career. You work hard on your body. Why wouldn't you put in the effort to become the best lover you can be? You wouldn't neglect your fitness, so why neglect your sex life? Now, let me tell you something that could change everything for you. You can be good in bed, but you have to want to be more than just good. You need to want to be great. You need to want to be a master. A true master of intimacy isn't just about pleasing himself. He's about pleasing his partner, building that connection, and creating something that leaves both people satisfied, emotionally and physically. The 3 pillars of intimacy mastery. To truly master intimacy, there are 3 foundational pillars you must build upon. These pillars will take you from being an amateur to becoming a master in the bedroom.
Let's break them down!
1. Self-control, the foundation of mastery. Mastery in intimacy starts with self-control. Most men rush through sex like it's a checklist. They think that the quicker it's over, the better. But here's the truth. Self-control is what separates the amateurs from the masters. When you slow down, you give your partner the time she deserves. You don't just rush to finish. Instead, you build anticipation. You create a rhythm. You control the pace. Self-control isn't just about holding off on orgasm. It's about learning how to manage the experience. It's about knowing when to take things slow, when to speed them up, and how to create a seamless connection between you and your partner. Here's the key. When you control yourself, you control the experience. And when you do that, both of you enjoy the experience more fully. Think about it. Have you ever been in a situation where you felt like the connection was more than just physical? It felt like time slowed down, and you were in tune with your partner's every move. That's what self-control allows you to create. It lets you take your time and build something unforgettable. 2. Reading your partner's body, becoming in tune with her. Great lovers don't just think about themselves, they're focused on their partner. The secret to deep connection, learning how to read her body. Men, it's time to stop thinking intimacy is a one-size-fits-all act. Every partner is different, and if you don't learn how to read her body and respond accordingly, you're missing the magic. Great lovers pay attention to the subtle cues their partner gives. Every movement, every sound, every shift in rhythm, these are all important. If you're paying attention, you'll know exactly when to adjust, when to change your pace, and when to give her more of what she craves. When you read her body, you're not just reacting to what's happening, you're guiding the experience. You're becoming attuned to her needs. This is where intimacy becomes art, because you're no longer just going through the motions. You're dancing together, responding to each other's rhythms. Energy circulation, harnessing sexual energy for deep connection. Now let's get even deeper. Energy circulation is one of the most powerful aspects of intimacy that most men don't even consider. But here's the thing. Sexual energy is powerful, and if you know how to harness it, you can create a connection that goes beyond just physical pleasure. Energy circulation isn't about holding off your orgasm, though that's part of it. It's about understanding how to move energy between you and your partner. It's about learning how to use that energy to build something bigger than just a momentary pleasure. Great lovers know how to channel their sexual energy in a way that deepens the experience. It's about building connection, creating tension, and using that energy to take things to the next level. You're not just rushing to the end, you're creating an experience that resonates deeply. When you master energy circulation, you no longer just finish the experience. You become an active participant in creating a shared journey. The result? A connection that goes far beyond just physical pleasure. Mastery isn't just about timing, it's about connection. Let's talk about the real goal here. Intimacy is about connection. It's not about getting in and getting out. It's not about who finishes first. It's not about checking boxes. True intimacy is about creating a deep, meaningful connection that both of you can look back on. When you master intimacy, you don't need to ask, "Did you come?" anymore. Why? Because you'll already know. You'll feel it. You'll see it in her eyes. You'll hear it in her voice. And most importantly, you'll feel it in your body. The connection will be undeniable. Are you ready to level up? So, here's the challenge. If you want to become a master in the bedroom, stop rushing. Take your time. Build the connection. Focus on her pleasure. Master the art of intimacy. Gentlemen, are you ready to step up your game? Are you willing to put in the work to become the best lover you can be? Women, let's hear from you. What's the biggest difference between an amateur lover and a masterful one? What makes the experience unforgettable? Let's talk about it. Drop your thoughts below. If this resonated with you, hit that like button and share it with your friends. Let's make sure that every man stops being an amateur and starts mastering intimacy. Want to take your love life to the next level? Subscribe for more insights on how to become a master at every part of your relationship. Let's help you create experiences that are deep, fulfilling, and unforgettable. Mastery is waiting. Are you ready to take the first step?